Hey everyone, welcome back. I am the Electrical Code Coach from electricalexamcoach.com. And this is lesson 1.2 in our video series. And in this lesson, we're going to be learning all about the keyword and index process. Let's get to it. The keyword and index process is a three-step process. Step one, we're going to read the question and the answers twice. Sometimes when you read a question the first time, you'll think that it's leading you to a certain part of the index or a certain part of the code book. But when you reread it, you'll realize that it was actually asking something else. And you always want to read your answers twice, because once we do get to the correct section of the code book, you're going to need to know what the answers are, and hopefully it will pop off the page for you. Step two, we're going to pull all the keywords from the question. You're going to be in a testing center setting, and they're going to give you a pencil and something to write on. You can write down the keywords, or you can continue to look back and forth at the screen until you feel comfortable with where you are in the book. I highly recommend that while you're using my program, practice doing both. Practice writing down the keywords, and then practice just looking back and forth at the screen until you find what you're looking for. And step three, and probably the most important, is you're going to ask two questions. Where am I and what am I wiring? The first thing you're going to ask is, where am I? Am I in a kitchen? Am I in a bathroom? Am I outdoors? Am I indoors? And what am I wiring? If you can focus on that, that is going to give you the overall theme, and that'll help you get there quickly in the code book. Let's get to it. Now let's use the keyword and index process to answer this question. Step one, we're going to read the question and the answers twice. Step two, we're going to pull all the keywords. I like to start with about 2 or 3, but if the question gets really tough, you may have to go for more. Let's start with disconnecting, service, and maximum. And step 3, we're going to answer these two questions. Where am I and what am I wiring? Well, in this scenario, I'm going to be outside, aren't I, if we're wiring a service? And that answers my question. I'm wiring a service. And that's going to help us hone in on the theme of the question. Now, when we look at our possible keywords, the one that pops out the most is going to be service. Let's start there and see if we can find anything. Let's start with S for services. The index is located at the back of your code book. Pause the video now if you need a moment to get there. When we get to the index, we notice that it's in alphabetical order. And we're going to use those black bold headings to look for our first keyword. And in this case, it's service. And when we get to the S's, we notice that there are a lot of black bold headings about services. Service conductor, service entrance, service lateral. We want to try to be as specific as possible. So we're going to look for something about service or services. And after we look for a few moments, we'll notice that we find services. Now, underneath that black bold heading, you're going to notice some lighter headings. And those are going to be what you look for with your second keyword. And in this case, I would go with disconnecting means first. So we look for D underneath that services subheading. And sure enough, we find something about disconnecting means. When we look, it gives us a couple of different code references. So we're going to start with the first one first, and then we'll go to the second one. One thing I want to note out here is that while we go to this first reference of 230.71, you need to keep your hand or a piece of paper in the back of the book. So just in case it's not the reference we need, we can quickly flip back to the index and go to the next reference. Once we head to 230.71, this is when we need to slow down. We're going to take our time and read the black bold headings. You're always going to navigate your codebook using the black bold headings. You do not have a lot of time in the testing center. So you've got to decide what paragraphs you're going to read because you don't have time to read large sections of the codebook. So we're going to use keywords and the black bold headings to decide whether or not we're going to invest reading about this topic. And sure enough, when we get there, we notice that the black bold heading says maximum number of disconnects. We have multiple keywords here, so we're really going to slow down. And we're going to take our time and hone in on this. If you're in the 2017, when you read that paragraph there, you'll find your answer in the very first paragraph. If you're in the 2020 or the 2023, you're going to notice that you're going to have to go to the next black bold heading, and it has more keywords, and you'll find your answer inside of that paragraph. If you think you're in the right section of the code book, take a minute, read the page before, read the page after, looking at the black bold headings to find out and decide which paragraphs you want to read. And in this case, we find our answer and select D. Great job. Let's run the replay on this question and learn a few more things before we move on. And the first one is right here in the 4 possible choices. You'll notice that the 4 choices were listed in the numerical digits, but the actual answer was spelled out, wasn't it? S-I-X. And the test makers know that. They'll add things like that in there because they know that you're reading large pages trying to find digits and see if it's the right digits. So they will actually spell the words out or vice versa. That's why we're learning the keyword and index process to decide what paragraphs we're going to take the time and read and which ones we're going to move on from. The second thing we noticed was the importance of reading that question twice. Because once we got to the black bold headings, we noticed another one of our keywords jump out from the question. The more familiar we are with that question, the more we're going to be able to be concise in deciding of whether or not we are going to read that paragraph. And finally, in step 3, when we answered the questions, where am I and what am I wiring? We decided that we were wiring a service. And this is going to help you as you continue to grow in the program. Because when you get multiple possible choices, you'll start learning the articles. Well, Article 230 is all about services, and Article 250 is all about grounding, which doesn't have anything to do with my question. So the obvious choice here would have been to go to Article 230. And this is really going to be helpful. In this case, they only have 2, but sometimes they have 3, 4, or 5 possible codes that it could be in. And you're going to get faster and sharper. I know you can do it. That's the end of lesson 1.2. And before you go on to the next lesson, I want you to think about the reasons that you're doing this. Are you doing it for your family? Are you doing it for your career? Are you doing it to level up in your professionalism? It's going to be those reasons that keep you moving when things get hard. Let's get to it.